For me, the video stuff is coming easier because I'm very much a visual medium person. My songs are working because my mum was an English teacher, and she insisted that we properly formulate our language in a very articulate manner, so that if we ever had the opportunity, we could manage ourselves well in a very formal situation. And so I've learnt a lot of linguistic tricks. So while I'm a very tongue-tied person myself, I have learnt how to, when given time, properly formulate clever little witty responses. I mean, some of
Heave-ho, lads, and raise the anchor high.
the number of
We chart these digital waters neath the glowing sky. Scrolling through
rhymes that I put into these songs.
Chasing viral gold where the currents run cold. We all take our chances, throw a lot in with fate as we sail these tides of internet shame. Effort or luck, well it hurts to suck, but it's skill to ride the tide of fame. A moment's inattention is a treasure map missed. Offhand quip while its sponsors pissed, and now a bounty is put.
Here's a little thing for this guy here. The way I actually built a full character sheet for him. The way I did it was I got the Advanced GG logo, put it into Grok, and went create for me in an anime style a slimy Age of Sail merchant character, and he gave me this guy. I was like, this is perfect.
Upon your head, rainbow guild in a rage waiting to be fed. But
And then this guy, when I put him in a scene, I originally designed it as being he was going to be strong arming, and then when this guy generated, he was in a full black bodyguard suit, so it was going to be like a muscle guy just over the top of him. I looked at him, I went, put him in a rainbow suit.
sail in the stormy sea,
Turned him into Rainbow Mafia.
at the end of the path, you'll enjoy the purse with the effort worth more than the chance alone. Just be true and honest, and you never need a tone. Heave away.
Now, if you want to talk about absolute hells to get done, this Moomy playing games, these bandages, oh my god, getting them to stay on his face is is an unpleasant experience.
Worth more than the chance alone. Just be true and honest, and you never need a tone. Heave away, haul away, ride the algorithm.
And making sure the eye patch stays on keen.
Where true fans keep the score. Set sails to the ready, purple ghost of flag acclaim, stormy seas.
That this is an example. Oh god damn it! Didn't mean to expand. Let's go back. There we go. Lord Intellectual. This is one of the first film gens did for him, and this is the example I'm saying about how I wasn't completely okay with what I was doing in the actual character sheet. This character sheet's been scrapped. I've got a new one now. He's got the rolled up sleeves. He's wearing white gloves, and his eyes are properly whited out. I still have to remind whatever AI I actually animated with to keep those details. But yeah. This one, I did a similar thing to what with Advanced GG, by putting Dragon's Treasure, and I left out the word slimy, and it gave me this with the cute little dragon as a bonus. And I was like, okay, we're keeping that. That's good. That's nice and cute. Because I just like the idea of how he was taking advantage of all what was going on with Advanced GG and Rev and Straub. And I just felt he needed a little shout out for his plying the 7 C's of the internet to get his brand out there, using every opportunity.
None shall change our aim, but grind the content mill when the kraken
Right to zero.
sleeps. Craft your hooks in silence. Let the algorithm
Gaming Syndicate.
no cannon blast of overnight glories gleam.
Now, this is the best, or the cleanest, I'd say, render I got of Lusty Lynx in the pirate style. But she is actually in other parts of the video. It just doesn't look quite as much like her because it kept on deleting the dark ears or the glasses you know, it's little details that make her her.
Steady posts like ropes, building up the dream. Many a crew can be found as we make a trip, though we
And then got Leaflet, Kirsch, and Rev. And Kirsch's model, I actually had it from another video that hasn't released yet. And I just changed up the style of the costume and put her into the scene. And it just fit perfectly.
as we board this ship, nothing ill can hide.
Although I had trouble getting the sizes to match because I wanted to make sure that they weren't all the same height because they all turned out the same height at first. And so I said, "Oh, she's about a head taller than the other two." And the image I got was of her almost 3 times the height of the other two in the image. It's fucking hilarious. That's not one head taller.
Behind lies for long, such scars.
And this is referencing what inspired me to actually get the video made, or finished, I suppose. Keen's 18.5-hour stream gave me the idea of doing a little song shanty for him. But then the theme of it came from a conversation I had with Keen on X. And then while I was working on it, Mummy Playing Games did his 24-hour stream. And that just inspired me to just work through and get the entire thing done. This entire video, song, everything, is about 36 hours overall, over the period of time that I did it. That's with food and drink and breaks and stuff, but yeah. Now, originally in this scene, it was these 3 and Lusty Lynx, but the AI refused to turn them female and her male at the same time. And you may notice on the back of the sorcerer's head here. Yeah, they were nuts for doing what they did. And Mummy Playing Games even did it with a challenge that every time somebody subbed to him, he got drinks. So he was doing it drunk as well for that 24 hours. Drunkish. At least anyway. But yeah. And people were saying when they watched this, well, it's not fair. He doesn't get turned into a woman. It's like, yes, he does. If you actually look. Oh, that's too far. His hips shrink, his waist shrinks in, his hips go out, and he does get a bit, because I actually individually prompted them, because when it was transforming them, they were turning into almost identical female characters. So I prompted Busty, muscular, so he got a muscle Mummy Keen, and Tomboy. So it's more modest, more sporty framed, rather than being. A number of times I had to gen this, where either one of them didn't change at all, or Keen had a beard. He's still got a beard now, but Keen had a beard the size of Gandalf's, and 1 or 2 where the bandages didn't stay. It's like, yeah, I can't use that. There's 1 or 2 where it was a very, very nipsy. But this was like the cleanest of ones I got in terms of a change. So here's what's saying about Lusty Lynx. Her ears vanish entirely for this one, for bits. But it was such a nice scene. It turned out so well with the handshake, and it matched up with the pacing. I kept it. You can see like there's the black bits in her hair are missing, and her tail is gone entirely, I think, in that one. I tried making sure there were ships that kind of referenced different creators, but it was still only like managed like 2 or 3 or 4 ships at most in terms of description. So you may notice the ship at the front starts off with the Egyptian bits that are also on Mummy Playing Game ship. This is meant to be like the more mechanical ship, and then you've got the blackened ship, which is meant to represent Griffin Knight, or you know, those a little more darker, ghostly, spookier themes. Banana Juju. Every time I generate her, she keeps looking younger and younger in terms of how it turns. It just kidifies her almost every time, or makes her leaves nowhere near covering enough. This one I put her in a sort of wrecked coat to represent maybe like the Tarzan origin, where it's his parents are meant to have been shipwrecked, so it's like the remains of that, but in a banana boat.
Ready, purple ghost, a flag of flame, stormy seas or open skies. None shall change.
And here we have Lumi Angler and Arch in Arch cat form. I'm fans of Arch's channel. I don't think they're ever going to see this, but I just thought it'd be nice to throw in someone I'm fans of.
Through cancel storms and racial waves we fight. Patch the leaks with wit, keep burning bright. The treasure's not the crown.
This turned out a lot cartoonier than I planned, but it was just so cute I left it in because part of that message that is meant to be king.
It's crew that sails with you through everything. So pull up me hearties with the
Cheers. Thank you, Whalesbane. It's actually older than this one, that video. I originally did it and I pasted them out, and then I was inspired to do this one and Truth Seekers, and those were done so quickly. I can't believe I did them that quickly. This is one of those scenes I think I might try and like redo at some point, because the AI does not like having anchors go up the side of a ship. It just has them floating in midair. So yeah, Keen, Lord Intellect, Mummy playing games, and this is meant to be Lusty Leaks. But again, it removed the dark points from my ears and just refused to do it. But this was such well placed in terms of what they were doing. Keen's expression as well. There. Taking advice from a learned friend. And this is just amazing. I was tempted to flip it, but I just didn't want to flip the Twitch logo at the same time. Flip the image. It also would have put the feather on the wrong side, but you know. Thank you. Said various ships represent different streamers, part of the flotilla. I still love how these wings turned out. The stellar effect. I think the only wings I've done better are yet again on Griffin Knight, but from Truth Seekers, where they've got the red, really deep red at the bottom of the wings. But yeah, I didn't mean to go into a review of one of my own songs, but I was trying to make a point earlier. I don't even know what I was making a point about.